Hi, everyone. I am trying something new today. I'm going through StreamYard, so I am all streaming through a couple of places right now. So, anyway, welcome. I'm Sharon Buck. I'm with Harmony Massage. I'm also with Extraordinary Empaths. And I am very pleased to be here with you today, talking about my next sound bath coming up, Heart Song. And those of you who don't know, I do free weekly sound baths on Sunday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific time, streaming. So if you're interested in that, I'll post the link below in the comments, along with a couple of other things today. So, welcome. Last week, we talked about becoming ourselves, and today I'm talking to you about loving ourselves, the heart of who we are, our own love song, if you will, our heart song. Since we're coming up on Valentine's Day, I thought it was appropriate to be talking about this and about love in particular and loving ourselves, what that looks like, a bit about my journey to more wholeness and what the love frequency is. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, but I won't be responding in the moment at this point. So, loving ourselves means self-care, self-love, self-esteem. And it's about integrity, congruence, authenticity, all these big words. But all they mean similar things. It means that what we believe, say, and do are pretty much in alignment with who we are. We take responsibility for our actions, and by doing that, we bring the energy back to ourselves. It's not about blaming others or judging others or ourselves, but it's owning our own worth and coming from that place of deep love. One of the things I love the most about helping others is I love dissolving some of the barriers in people that cause them to take actions that are not always aligned or in their highest good. We all have choices, and sometimes we take the safer path, that of inaction. But choosing to not act is also choosing, and that comes with a cost. It may not show up right away, but over the long haul, it can get us into trouble. Well, self-care comes out of love for ourselves. It can't be faked or forced. It comes from a deep, loving place in ourselves, from our heart. And the heart chakra is all about giving and receiving love. And many of us have been wounded growing up, and that is where we get into some trouble. We build walls around our heart and not trust ourselves and others. We live inside our little cocoons of safety. The only problem is we are meant to shine. And many of us, and empaths in particular, tend to want to please people. We no longer need to please or blame others. It's kind of two sides of the same coin. When we blame, we are in resistance, and life becomes a struggle, like going uphill. I say this from experience. I have and still can get into resistance. Like this morning, I didn't know if I wanted to try this StreamYard thing, and getting all organized for that and trying something new. It's not pleasant to be in that place, and it's certainly not pleasant for those people around us. Well, without self-love, what we do cannot be truly coming from a place of wholeness or authenticity. When we truly love ourselves, we do not need to be perfect. We only need to be in sync with ourselves, our heart, our deepest desires. And when we truly love ourselves, we are no longer in relationships that drain us or make us want to put up our shields. We can't grow into our authentic selves otherwise. The cost is just too high. I know many of us have been there, and maybe you are there right now. When we have no barriers to loving ourselves, we begin to act from a place of integrity in all areas of our lives. And then we are in flow, and our creativity is kindled. and it bursts forth. But let me tell you, it's not been like that for a lot of my life. I can tell you that for most of my life, I actually suffered from depression, anxiety. I blamed others. I was burned out. And I was on this treadmill of life filled with self-doubt, fear, resistance to feeling my emotions and to life. I was definitely not in flow. Yeah. I had to build up protective walls, and I was trying to control my life and control others. I tried many things, and we are complex beings, but I can honestly say sound healing has changed my life. I often ask myself the question, what am I here for? What am I waiting for? Decades ago, I was at a huge turning point in my life. I was miserable in my first big job, the one I had always dreamed of having. And the visa I was on that allowed me to live in the US was going to go up in smoke if I quit that job. And at the same time, I was suffering from a terrible breakup in a relationship. I was at a major fork in the road of my life. I had no idea how it was going to go. Someone I knew reached out to me, and I ended up joining a therapy group. I thought, well, okay, I'll try this for 6 months. I'll see how that goes. I don't know. That's a long time. But I have to tell you, I was in there a lot longer than that. And from there, I did notice, my life started to change. I started to feel better, and I realized, wow, I want more of this. And slowly things did begin to turn around, and another job came up, and I was able to get a more permanent visa. And then eventually after giving up ever getting married, I very soon met my husband. What I didn't realize then, but I know now, is that I was caught up in the swirling around and the noise inside my head. There were so many conflicting voices I could not hear my own inner voice. I was waiting for something to happen. And then I realized that it was actually me I was waiting for. That took a long time. But I was waiting for me all along. I kept listening and following my heart. And it's been, and turns out and continues to be, an amazing journey. And it's not the journey for the faint of heart. Speaking of hearts, our physical heart is an amazing electrical component of our body that is at the center or core of who we are. It is central in our energetic bodies as well. It even has its own electromagnetic field. And so does the brain, and so do our bodies. When our heart is heavy, life becomes a burden. And when it is light, we are in flow, and our lives flow with ease. So, of course, I had to introduce you to the love frequency, which happens to be 528 hertz. It's part of what's called the solfeggio frequency, and it's very powerful. In fact, if you know John Lennon's song Imagine, it's in the 528 frequency. Our body is made up of electromagnetic fields, and we're impacted by a host of internal and external triggers, blockages, and stressors. And through quantum physics, we know about the subatomic particles that move in a wave that has a frequency creating energy. Every human body cell has its own electromagnetic field, and it's responsive to frequency and vibration. The healing frequency of 528 hertz has been researched and explored by genetic biochemists that are currently using it in labs to repair DNA that has been damaged. That's why this tuning fork I'm going to introduce you to is called the DNA fork. Well, some of you have heard of Masaru Emoto, and he's well known for being able to photograph water molecules. Taking good, clean water that were imprinted with positive thoughts and memories were transformed to beautiful crystals similar to snowflakes. When angry, sad, or negative thoughts and memories were imprinted in the water molecules got what they call spastic or disorganized, the opposite of coherent and congruent. 528 hertz creates the beautiful crystal-shaped water molecule, and you can see those in pictures that he took of these water molecules. Well, since our bodies are at least 70% water, it stands to reason that this love frequency can have positive benefits on our bodies and spirits. So, by extension, by loving ourselves, we increase our love vibration and help our bodies to be more in flow. And then our lives begin to flow more. Instead of resisting, we are truly living. Well, I wanted to share this with you on this Valentine's weekend. And we are what we have been waiting for. I call that the coolest of ever Valentine's gifts. Here's a quote from Dr. Leonard Horowitz. I love this quote. I came across it just the other day. You are a digital bioholographic precipitation, crystallization, miraculous manifestation of divine frequency vibrations coming out of water. Get it? You are the music, echoing universally, eternally, hydrosonically, with your heart at 528 hertz. Well, the 528 frequency brings transformation, an increased amount of love energy, clarity of mind, awareness, activated creativity, and inner peace. It also has the ability to activate our imagination, intention, and intuition to operate at your highest and best purpose. I'm going to be using this tuning fork in the sound bath. So let me play it for you. This is the 528, and I've just activated. Nice. I use this in my tuning sessions. We use it always at the end to bring in that love frequency. That reminds me that I'm currently offering some special things to you besides the free weekly group sound baths that I offer. I'd love for you to consider joining us. I also offer one-on-one sessions, and right now I'm offering a Valentine's special for 25% off. It's customized one-on-one sound healing session with me, and you can book now to get the discount for your appointment that is good through March 7th. So I'll honor that. If you book it before, book it by Valentine's, you'll be able to make your appointment after that. And I'm just so excited to be making another announcement that I'm just thrilled to make. And that's I'm offering a new program, and I'm going to be inviting any of you who might be healers, holistic practitioners, change makers, and really anyone else who is interested in joining me on a journey towards empowerment and living a life you truly love. This is a 9-week journey to discover what blocks are holding you back from finding joyful flow in your business and in your life. So let me know if you're interested in the comments below or private message me. I'll have more details coming really soon. Well, in the meantime, I hope you take really good care of yourself. It's so important for you and for all the people that you touch. And so on this Valentine's Day, bring really love energy to your heart. Feeling that connection to yourself, sending that love. Feel that shift. I felt it. Did you? Sending you all much love on a Friday. Hope to see you Sunday, where we'll be streaming for the World Sound Healing Day. I'm part of that. So invite your friends and family, and have a lovely weekend. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye for now.